Everyone groups Geneva and Batavia together. Same river, same area, same everything. But if you actually break these two towns down, there are four major differences that will completely change which one you should move to. After helping people move here for 5 years, I can tell you this. If you get this wrong, you'll either overpay or end up in a town that actually doesn't fit your lifestyle. So in this video, we're breaking down the four major things that actually matter. So let's dive into them. And this alone might decide it for you, and that's the downtown lifestyle. Geneva's downtown is on a different level. This isn't just a nice downtown, it's where people actually spend entire weekends. You've got endless food options, whether it's a date night at Foxfire, grabbing a burger at Burger Local, or getting a coffee at Mosaic, and the list just keeps going on. You have boutique shops all along 3rd Street, wine bars, dessert spots, everything packed into a walkable area. And the one thing people don't think about until they're actually here is the train station is right downtown on the Union Pacific West Line. So you've got people constantly coming and going, which brings even more life into the area. Parking is super easy here. From the parking garage, the public lots, the street parking, no circling for 20 minutes to find a spot. It is parking perfection right here. This is why people compare it to Naperville. It has that mini Naperville feel, but still holds on to the small town charm. It's busy, but not super overwhelming. It's built up, but not chaotic. And honestly, it's probably one of the best downtowns in the Chicago suburbs. Now Batavia, completely different experience. It's quieter, slower. It feels way more local here. You've got the river walk and the little boardwalk shops that are open spring through fall. A really solid farmer's market that is a must go to here. Also some boutique shops, but just way fewer. And when it comes to food, you have places like the Goat, Pal Joey's, but restaurants just aren't the same in volume or variety as Geneva. This isn't a place people are flooding to every weekend, not often. It's more of a, if you live here, you absolutely love it kind of downtown. And that's the upside. You start to recognize people. Owners know you by name, and it feels like a true local community. Batavia isn't trying to compete with Geneva, and that's what people really love about it. By the way, if you're thinking of relocating to Chicago or the suburbs, this is what I do every single day. So feel free to give me a call here or sign up for my weekly newsletter right here. So when people say Geneva and Batavia are basically the same, they're not even close. Geneva, you have options, energy, it's a destination spot, whereas Batavia, it feels local, quiet, very familiar. Now this is where things get kind of real, because everyone says, I want to live near downtown. But what that actually means in each town is completely different. If you want to be close to downtown Geneva, you're stepping into a very specific type of house and price point. $700,000 to $1 million plus is extremely common here. Even smaller, older homes are pushing $600,000 plus. What you're actually getting? Older homes, right? Late 1800s to 1900s range, oftentimes smaller lots, but it's mature trees, established neighborhoods, and a mix of updated and outdated interiors. And that's sprinkled everywhere. You get high-end custom homes in prime pockets near the river. When you see this in person, you have to really respect such amazing character, from the exterior to just the overall 1900 building type standing here, and they're still preserved. The reality in Geneva is living near downtown, you're not just buying the house first, you're buying the location, and its walkability to the restaurants, shops, the river, and the train. Those are the main price drivers right here. Now Batavia flips that completely. Price range $400,000 to $650,000 is pretty typical, occasionally a little higher, but far less common than Geneva's price points. And what you're actually getting is still the early 1900 homes, but they're typically a little smaller. You'll see ranches, 2-story homes, and some new construction mixed in, but not a ton. Lots of similar size as Geneva, and you're getting that older charm throughout the entire town. But here's the key. You're buying more of the house, not just the location. The reality in Batavia, living near the downtown, you're still close to everything, but you're not paying a premium just to say you are. And you're still 5 to 10 minutes from Geneva, and you're close to the same river paths, and you also have the Red Oak Nature Center here. So here's the real question. Do you want to walk to dinner every weekend, or drive 5 minutes and keep $200,000 in your pocket? I've had buyers fall in love with Geneva, until they see what their money actually gets them right next to this downtown specifically. And then they start expanding their search out a bit further. Now, oftentimes, this is where people think Geneva runs away with it, but that's not entirely true. So if you're thinking, I don't care about being walking distance from downtown, I just want newer neighborhoods, a bigger home, and a different lifestyle than that. This is where things really change, because both towns have high-end options, but they're gonna feel completely different to you. In Geneva, two names will come up over and over, and that's Eagle Brook and Mill Creek. And what do you know? Both these neighborhoods have golf courses in them. Eagle Brook, this is one of the most well-known higher-end neighborhoods in Geneva. You've got executive style homes, precision landscaping, and you'll always notice that. Golf course woven right through the neighborhood, and half of these homes, your backyard gets the golf course views. It has more of a polished country club style feel, and it absolutely carries that Geneva reputation. Now the price here is usually mid 700s and above. But if you travel over to Mill Creek, you'll see something totally different. Mill Creek feels like its own little town. It's a large master plan community built around a golf course as well, but it feels like its own little world. You've got multiple different sections, a wide range of homes that range from $400,000 all the way up to $2 million, and some new construction starting to be built in the remaining lots that are here. It also has that golf course woven throughout, but it kind of feels more like a neighborhood lifestyle than a country club feel. Now, the one thing I talk about all the time, because I have little humans, is the access to so many parks. You have over 7 parks here and a community pool. Now, Mill Creek is extremely desirable, but it's just a little bit different vibe than Eagle Brook. And Geneva's higher end neighborhoods definitely lean towards established prestige feeling, even golf course style, but still attainable for the average person here. Now, I don't think Batavia is a slouch in this department by any means. Here's what to know about Batavia. It doesn't really compete on prestige. It competes on value. It leans more into the early 2000s prestige high-end feels, a ton of square footage, and sometimes it's a better value house size for house size. Now, there is no golf course running through the community, but it does have a community pool and very executive size homes that most people are looking for in this price point. And that one area to really focus on here is Tanglewood Hills. This is one of Batavia's go-to high-end neighborhoods. It's the furthest from downtown Batavia or Geneva, but it's very close to Randall Road, which gives you great access to the shopping on Randall, and the Geneva Commons is just up the street. Now, average price point here is the high 700s into the just shy of $2 million range. So you have a great flexible price point here. Here's what you got: larger executive style homes, more modern layouts, strong curb appeal, and that newer upscale subdivision feel. Here's the key differences. Geneva absolutely sells you that lifestyle. Batavia sells you the house. Geneva's high-end is prestigious with its golf course communities, and Mill Creek has the biggest array of price points, so you can spend between $500,000 up to $2 million and still be a part of that same neighborhood. Now, Batavia's higher end, you'll get bigger homes for the same price point as Geneva most of the time. The average price point here in Tanglewood, however, is a little bit higher, but you get a larger home and a prestigious community as well. So at this point, it's really not about Geneva versus Batavia anymore. It's about you. Do you want the downtown experience, being able to walk to dinner, shops, coffee, and be in the middle of everything? Do you want the golf course lifestyle, neighborhoods like Eagle Brook or Mill Creek, where you get to see people teeing off as part of your everyday life? Do you want older character, homes focused with tree-lined streets, or something newer and a little bit more modern? Are you perfectly fine being 5 to 10 minutes from shopping and restaurants? Do you want the unique, custom, one-of-a-kind properties, or more options? Fewer builds and some flexibility. And lastly, the feel of the town. Do you want more charm, more established, more destination feel, or that quieter, simpler, more local feel? Because once you answer all that, the decision starts to become really obvious to you in your lifestyle, in your goals, doesn't it? If any of this has you thinking about the Chicago market, where to buy, what areas to watch, what to avoid, that's exactly why I'm here. Reach out anytime or scan this QR code to sign up for my weekly newsletter. I break down the market every week, cover local spots worth knowing about, and keep you up to date on everything happening across the Chicago market. Now, this brings us to our last point, and a very important one. This one doesn't matter until it matters every day for you. It's not just about the commute, it's about how you commute. If you're a train person, Geneva wins, no question about it. Which means you get direct access in Chicago. You can walk to the train from certain neighborhoods, no dealing with traffic, the parking downtown, or the long drives. And for a lot of people, that's everything if you're a daily commuter. You probably hate traffic and long drives, but you probably love to frequent the city by train for a good night out. Now flip it. If you're someone who likes to drive, both towns rely heavily on I-88. Now, Batavia is going to put you closer to that, which is kind of a small thing, but it adds 5 to 10 minutes to your day. And sometimes 5 to 10 minutes every day adds up. So here's my question. Are you working remote? Do you plan to have a hybrid schedule? Do you live to drive? Do you love the trains or do you hate them? These are all questions you're probably asking yourself right now. I know I would be. Now, if you're trying to figure out which one fits you best, then watch these 2 videos where I go over the top neighborhoods in both, so you can get a better picture of which ones you might want to move to, and I'll see you there.